I'd like you to imagine you are walking down a trail. It could be a park or in the woods. Wherever you find yourself, there are tall grasses lining your path, moving, swaying in a light breeze. It is late spring, and the warmth of longer days brings flowers of every color. Rising up within this grassy ocean of green, it is magnificent, this luxurious gift of nature. Take a moment to breathe in the rhythm of the windy waves of grass. The breeze gives way to stillness, and you continue on your path. It is mostly flat and narrow, but soon you notice a slight decline as you make your way down toward a stand of trees. They could be pine trees, maple trees, or desert cottonwood. However you see them, they are tall and majestic. Between the trees, you notice your path has split into three choices. You may go forward or choose to veer right or left. To the right, further down the path, you notice some wild fruit trees, an orchard. Looking left, you hear the sounds of a babbling brook and see a stand of maple trees up ahead. The wood thickens in front of you with older, larger, taller trees, as one would find in an ancient forest. All paths look inviting and interesting. You decide to choose all three. You take the path on your left and make your way toward the sounds of rippling water. Minty pennyroyal scents the air. Take a deep breath. The stream has a calming effect, and you notice a natural bench to sit on nearby. In front of the bench, you notice a large rock blocking the flow and creating a small waterfall. Leaves and small debris cascade and churn in the falls before moving downstream. And you begin to wonder about traveling down this small waterway yourself. You pick up a small stick to place into the water, and you imagine yourself a tiny person floating along on the stick. In your mind's eye, you see yourself traveling downstream without a care in the world. You are one with the water. It takes you where you wish to go, and you wish to go where it takes you. You trust the raft, you trust the journey, and you know that soon an eddy will appear and guide you toward a sandy shore in which to depart from soon. So you close your eyes and for a time imagine, see yourself, your life being totally cared for by trusting in the constant flow of energy. Like the stream, the flow never stops. You simply step into it and out of it at will. Take a moment now to see yourself stepping into the flow of energy with utter trust and traveling with the flow of life and its changes as a natural way of being. And now, just as easily, see yourself stepping out of the flow with utter confidence in your actions. With a gentle bump, your water ride has run ashore as you envisioned, and you are once again back on the beach. You look back to the waterfall and its flowing continuance with a newfound respect for energy. You reach down to put your hand in the little waterfall and notice something unusual. In the water, on the bed, is an odd stone with markings on it, reminding you of flowing energy. You decide to keep the stone and place it in your pocket, leaving it in exchange your gratitude and words of kindness. You leave the babbling brook and return up the path the way you came. You are now at the crossroads again and make your way down to the center path into the tall trees of the ancient forest. The trees are very large, and the path winds around several of their monumental trunks and past a clearing of ferns and clover. You pause next to an enormous tree and reach out a hand to pet its mossy covered bark. It is like a magnet, and you lean into the tree for a hug. Now you are in the tree's energy. You are in the tree's energy field, and you feel something. A rhythm, a quiet, pulsating beat, and you wonder about the other trees. So you let go and you look out ahead and spy the next tree on your path. You run to that tree, that ancient sentinel of the forest, and you throw your arms around it to listen, to feel its life. Take a moment. You lean back again and look around at the majesty of it all. And you are grateful for this time, this moment. And in your gratitude, you receive a knowing. There is a gift here for you from this ancient place. The forest, that is, one family, would like to give you something. It could be physical, like a small branch or a feather, or it could be a message. Take some time to look around and listen carefully for your gift. Whether you received a trinket, a knowing, or simply gratitude for this precious time with the elders. Whatever your gift, you say words of thanks as an exchange. And when you are ready, you leave the way you came. Now you are back at the crossroads and ready to venture down the last path on your right. The sun is shining overhead and illuminating your way. It is not long before you reach the stand of fruit trees. The branches are decorated with a few late blooming flowers amongst the new foliage. The path runs straight through the center of the grove, and you follow it, bobbing and weaving your way through the low-hanging branches and tall grasses. On the other side is an unexpected surprise of mowed grass and a small white farm cottage with a picket fence surrounding a garden abundant with vegetables, berries, and tall stalks of corn. You notice the owner is out working their garden, and you make your way over to greet them. They see you and approach you first. Hello, welcome to the White Cottage. It is an elderly woman with plaited black hair dressed in typical gardening clothes. I'll give you a moment to introduce yourself and tell the woman about the 3 paths. After listening to your story, the woman says, "You are here at the White Cottage, a place of answers. Do you have a question? Take some time to ask your question, the question that you had at the very beginning before stepping onto the path, before you began this journey. Tell the keeper of the White Cottage your question." The woman thanks you for your question and asks you to come inside her garden. She would like to show you something. You follow the elderly woman, and she places you on an old wooden bench. She pulls a couple of carrots out of the earth, washes off the soil, and hands you one to eat. It's delicious, carrot sweet, and you let the old woman know your approval. She watches you keenly as you eat and breaks the silence. The White Cottage has given your answer, and you listen carefully as she delivers the answer to your question. It may be a word or a short phrase. Listen as she speaks to you. I'll give you some time. She tells you your answer, and now you may ask her for any clarity that you need or any other information in relation to your question. I'll give you a moment. You've finished your carrot. You are ready to say your goodbyes to the keeper of the white cottage. You thank her for your time, the time you've spent together, and you grace her with kind words of gratitude or blessing before leaving the way you came, back through the fruit orchard and back to the crossroad junction. You take one last look at the three paths and turn to make your way back up the narrow path, back through the tall grasses, and back to your chair. Slowly move your hands and fingers and take a deep breath. Take a moment to rub your knees. Place your hands on your face. Open your eyes when you are ready and take some time to make a note of these beautiful gifts from your higher self.